First off, um, I immensely enjoyed this show. I very much enjoyed this show. I thought this was a fantastic show. I really, I'll say this: it had its highs, it had its mediums. It never had its lows. Talking about Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea is a recent TV show. It came on the network of Scott Atlantic, and it um, also showed on lift my glasses so the glare ain't in the way. It also showed on Stars. This was released October 11th, 2024. Six poignant episodes, pretty much straight to the point. I wish that it was more than 6 episodes because it was really interesting. And even when the plot didn't go the way I wanted to, or even if at certain points it might not have been as strong of a storyline at times through 6 episodes as I would like, I was still holding on, waiting to see what would happen next. So, for me personally, I thought this was truly well done. It's making me want to go watch, other the serial K type shows like Dexter, because I never really seen Dexter. But if I had to go with what I seen from Sweet Pea was really nice. The lead character, played by Ella Purnell. Ella Purnell played Rihanna Lewis. She absolutely nailed it. Rhiannon Lewis, was the one who, uh, I won't say slowly, but well, in the grand scheme of things, she did kind of slowly transform into being this serial unaliver. But as we see it, by the end of the first episode, we get to see her, truly embrace this other side of her, as she is someone who has been massively overlooked in life. She's been massively overlooked a lot of times. She's been overlooked from, her job. She was overlooked from, her relationships, from her family. It's like she wasn't even alive. So, watching her, descent into being somewhat of a serial killer to me was like, first of all, you look at her small stature and you like, really, could she do these type of killings? But absolutely, she was very vicious with the way that she, took people out of this world, and the victims that she claimed, it was very personal. Well, I will say this: the second victim was personal, but the first victim that she claimed, was more of a matter of opportunity, and allowing her to unleash all of this rage that was pent up inside of her. Now, how did I find out about Sweet Pea? I just happened to stumble across it. I really did. I was looking for a new TV show to watch, and I stumbled across this. And oddly enough, I saw um, the main character, Ella Purnell, which she kind of reminds me of. I think her name is Anya Joy Taylor. She's another actress, just because they eyes, like it's all in the eyes, and how like big their pupils are. And I was like, she's got really huge eyeballs, so just let me check this out. And it turned out to be a really great watch. Now, this is a British based show. Again, 6 episodes. The episodes run about 47 minutes. Me personally, if I had to say which episodes I enjoyed the most, I really like the finale. I like episode 1, episode 2, which show Rihanna's first and second, killings, and then I like the way episodes 3 and 4, just the kind of way that she abducted her childhood bully Julia, and it's kind of crazy because I kind of felt like she would end up sparing Julia, especially after she told Julia that she was a killer, and Julia started fighting back like hell. And once she didn't decide to take her out, I was like, you know what? There's a great possibility that Julia might have a big role in this show, and she absolutely did. And I feel like by the fourth episode, maybe the fifth, I really was sympathetic with Julia, even though things in this show, I can't get this. This is hard, man. I want to get this show 2 thumbs up, but I don't think I can get this show two thumbs up for the simple fact that I gotta give it 1 thumb, because the reason why I can't get this show 2 thumbs up, no matter how much I loved it, is because if somebody abduct you, right? If somebody chooses to, take you hostage after they threaten to take your life, and you get an opportunity to, get them put away in prison, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, because her husband abused her, okay, fine, leave him. No, it got to a point where the main character, Rihanna, eliminated Julia's husband, staging it to make it look like he took himself out. And the whole thing about that is, I felt like Julia wasn't going to go through with it. And when you look at it, Julia had a chance to basically send Rihanna away to prison, and she chose not to do it. And they weren't even friends. Like they just became friends after, they blamed all of the serial killing on Julia's husband, if that makes sense. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the show, you have to check it out. But I just felt it kind of to be fraudulent. Like, how do you just become friends with someone that had bullied you for so long, and all of a sudden, or the bully decides to be your friend after you done took them hostage? Like, and then also, this show is based in modern times. And another reason why I can't give it 2 thumbs up is because she did follow these men to secluded locations where she claimed their lives. Talking about Sweetpea, aka Rihanna. But she had a phone with her. So you mean to tell me they couldn't triangulate her location? You mean to tell me, like, they had footage of her at the clubs, because she was always within like an hour within the time of death of these individuals that died. She was almost like always around when there was a victim. Okay, we get that. So you couldn't pinpoint her in the location. You couldn't ping her like right where these killings took place. At least the second one. And as this series went on, I never felt like I was how can I say this? I never felt like real sympathy for Rihanna. I just felt like she was able to get off some of the steam and some of the rage that she had been holding in for her whole life. She just been being mistreated. The main character was being mistreated, y'all. Like at the grocery store, she was being ignored. She couldn't get a shopping bag at work. They would close down the building and leave her behind. They would spill coffee on her. Ex-boyfriend, they wouldn't even give her the time of day. Her family members didn't even recognize her. So for her to be able to release that rage, I thought, okay, I get it. But I never felt like real sympathy for her. Like, I never felt like, I hope she gets away with these murders. Like, I never, ever felt that. And the detective, the lady detective, did a brilliant job in this show of going after Rihanna. Now, I want to see if I can find her name. Her name was Leah Harvey. She played Marina. She a junior detective working for the local police force. She was after Rihanna like Columbo. She would not give up. Literally, she was on her tail like Columbo. If you guys seen Columbo, like, she was not willing to give up, and she is dogged and determined to chasing down her. And when you look at it, it's like, as it connects to, say, what serial killers do, she knows it's just a matter of time before Rihanna does it again. And when I look at the show, it runs well, it flows well. Again, they have moments that in my opinion, ask you to suspend reality. But I thought this is one of the better shows I've seen, all year, maybe the past couple of years. Definitely something I would rewatch. It's big if I wanted to do a live on it. I did a live before I did a video on it. I enjoyed it, and again, I stumbled across this show. But it's one that's complex, it's one that's layered because you have to kind of like sink your teeth into this, and it's much more than just a serial killer TV show, But if you're looking for something that will pique your interest to, get engaged with it and watch it and just kind of feel like, I want to see something different, I would say definitely check this out. I would encourage you guys to check this TV show out. Especially if you like comma/dramedy. It's obviously a lot more drama because you got the serial killer, motif, but the comedy is there as well. I also like, I said this already, but I like Julia. She grew on me a lot. Um, what else? I thought Jeff was a quirky character, and the way he died, I guess I couldn't say I foresaw that coming. But I was like, if Jeff tells her secret, it's all over. Like there was a lot of times, eh, there was a lot of times in Sweet Pea where it looked like her run. Um, it looked like Rihanna's run was about to be up. It really did. So me personally, I enjoyed the show, but I gotta say that I give it one thumbs up because there's just some things that if we're gonna be basing shows in today's time, then you have to make sure that it's 110% authentic. And due to technology, you got to include that. You can't skip around at certain points and junctures and say, well, yeah, we can use CCTV footage to try to find the killer, but we can't, ping their cell phone. Like, no, If you can use CCTV footage to locate and see what the killer was doing when the victim was dying, when you could kind of pinpoint around, okay, say when the victim died versus when the serial killer, went after them. Well, you could do that with the cell phone locations as well. So, you got to take points away. But again, this show is really well put together, man. It really is. Season 2. It has been renewed. A lot of people enjoy the show. Uh, Before I go, let me talk about AJ. AJ was perhaps one of the only people to understand Rihanna, which is why his demise is very unfortunate. One that I really hated happened, but once he realized what was going on, he would have been best to just leave, and not try to, say, question Rihanna. He should have just left. It's kind of crazy because I think she killed the only person that cared about her since her dad had passed. It's crazy. I think in the second season, it'll be like madness, more dissent, more destruction, because I think she's definitely going to start back, unaliving people, um, more and more, especially since she took out AJ like she did. That was a crazy ending. And then her sister walked in the house as she had killed her boyfriend. Like, where are they going to go with that one? And how many chances is Rihanna gonna get before she gets slammed and locked away forever in prison? So yeah, interesting show. And lastly, Julia. It looked like Julia took Rihanna's ATM card and brought her a ticket. I forgot where she was going, but I guess she said, "I'm getting out of here," and she got away. But yeah, I think I might break this down in video form too. But I just want to pop in real quick and just review this show. This is one of my favorite shows going right now, guys. So, tell you what, you should check out Sweet Pea and get back at me and let me know what you thought of the show. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Have a good one.